Hi guys, I wanted to do an update video on my 80-10-10 journey since I haven't in a really long time. I haven't done any videos at all recently, and that's really been because since I've switched over my diet, I've basically been going through a lot of new think where the way I think about nutrition and food is completely different from how I did before. And because of that, I'm basically still learning. Well, we're always all still learning, but in my learning process, I haven't wanted to do videos regarding health because I am a strong believer in walking the talk, and that's where I am in life right now. I'm trying to work on myself, and I think right now the only thing I can do is share my health with all of you and where it's going. A perfect example of these changes is just the fact that one of my videos, which is still up on the channel, was about using a neti pot, and my dependence on using a neti pot every day because of my allergies and sinuses. And it's funny because I don't use the neti pot anymore, and the reason I don't use it anymore is because I don't need it. I have absolutely no allergies. I used to wake up every morning with them, and right now I have none. I went through the entire allergy season with zero allergies, no symptoms at all, which I went from a place in my life where I've always had really bad allergies ever since I was a very little child. Really bad allergies to the extent, like most people, where even when I took medications for them, I still dealt with most of the symptoms. They didn't get rid of them, they only suppressed them slightly. And you know, now I have zero allergies, which to me is amazing. It's really amazing. I don't think in my lifetime I ever would have thought that I would have been able to have no allergies. And another thing that I think is really important for me to mention is that I am not by any means 100% 80-10-10 raw vegan right now. I do still eat cooked foods occasionally. I don't eat them often, but I definitely do still eat them. My cooked food cravings are 100% in my mind. It's definitely me always giving into myself. You know, I make poor decisions sometimes at the end of the day, and I feel the difference when I choose to eat cooked foods. I used to think it was normal to have, you know, your meals sit heavy in your stomach when you were done eating. I used to think it was normal to be lethargic and have low energy after a meal. And I guess it really is normal because it's in the norm. But when you put better foods into your body and you realize how easy digestion can be and how much energy you can have right after a meal, you really feel the difference when you put something in your body that's not good for you. And you feel what it's doing to your body so much more than you did before, even though you used to eat them all the time. And it's just because you're not used to it anymore. Your body's used to being nourished with the right foods, and you're used to feeling great and having lots of energy. Then you eat this cooked food and you feel this huge difference, like this dip in your energy levels, and it's a mess. And it really makes you wonder, like, oh, why do I keep doing it to myself? Why do I keep going back and eating the cooked foods when I know they're going to be doing this to me? And it's really, it's mental. It's totally a mental mind game. I couldn't say why, because every time I do it, I'm always like, oh, why did I do that? And then I go back and I do it again. But I've still experienced a lot of positivity from my journey, and definitely, even though I'm not 100% 80-10-10 Raw Vegan. I am mostly there, and I have experienced a lot of the positive side effects of changing this diet. Another one of the big things I was able to overcome in my life, which sounds silly, but for me it was a big roadblock, is I've never been able to cut caffeine out of my diet. I've always drank a lot of coffee and tea, and I have been off of that now for months. I don't know how many months, but it's been months, and I actually have more energy than I did before, and not having that dependence means a lot to me. I feel great. It's a world of a difference, and I was really drinking a lot of coffee, at least 2 cups a day, usually 3 cups a day, and upwards of 4, 5, 6 cups a day, depending on how my day was going. Now I don't have any. I start my day with my banana smoothies or ice cream, banana ice cream, of course, and I feel great, and I wouldn't want to have it any other way. Really a lot more energy than I had before. I sleep at night, and I sleep mostly like a log, and when I wake up, I'm up. I am up. I get through my entire day. If I ever get tired during the day, it's usually more that I'm bored, not that my body's actually physically tired, because when I have things to do throughout the day and I just keep going and going and going, I'm never like, oh my God, I'm tired, I need to stop. I just keep going. And then nighttime hits, I go to bed, out like a log. It's great. It's really, really great. Another really positive big change for me has just been how I deal with stress. I just in general feel a lot more positive than I did before, and I've always been a positive person, but I still definitely notice a huge difference in how I deal with stress personally, how much it actually affects me. I definitely do still deal with it. It's a part of life. Changing your diet doesn't make stress go away, but it does make how you view things and how you deal with them very different. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's just the way you think kind of changes a lot, and you do detox emotions. It sounds like the craziest thing in the world, but there's lots of other people out there who've gone through this, and when you detox, it's like emotions come out of you. I honestly don't know why, but they do, and you feel different. Those are the kind of top 3 things that I've experienced since becoming or transitioning into 80-10-10 Raw Vegan. It's the allergies, giving up caffeine, still having lots and lots of energy, and being a lot more positive and dealing with stress better. Hope this update video has been helpful for anybody out there who might be watching this. I'm assuming that most of the people out there who are watching this are watching it because they watched my previous video about my diet. I put it up there a while back. I had said to everybody that I was changing my diet and I was going into 80-10-10 Raw Vegan. I made this announcement, and I didn't want to just leave it at that. I wanted to let you guys know where I've come from since then, and it's been a crazy ride, but it's been very enjoyable. I feel great, and I really wanted to share that with all of you. I do encourage you guys to try it out for yourselves after you've done the research, and if you really feel it's right for you, give it a try. It can't hurt you to at least try it. If it's not right for you, you can stop. You can go back to the way you were eating, but at least try it. I'll do another update probably when I'm actually 100%, so I can say the differences basically between being a transitioning 811er and being 100%. Like, where did it bring my health then? It's given me a lot more than I ever would have expected it to already, because I didn't consider myself to be unhealthy. And, looking back now, I couldn't imagine dealing with the symptoms that I dealt with on a cooked vegan diet. Like, I wouldn't want to go back to feeling the way I did before. You know, I dealt with it before because I was used to it. I wouldn't want to have to deal with it again. That's all I have to say. Again, I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye.